I know when I go into people's offices, whether it's the bank or
the photos.
or something, there are always the pictures of the children.
Yeah.
And what we want is to teach children right here and now, or to teach parents right here and now, that when you look at the picture of your child, think loving thoughts, think exploring the thoughts, not worry thoughts.
Yes.
Oh, my child is missing me. What's happening to my child? Think,
I'm a bad parent.
I'm a bad parent. Look at your child and think, how beautiful is this new person that's going to give a gift to the world? How strong and healthy is my child? I'm connected to you. Because even through the energy of a picture, we create a field of energy, of vibration that links us. And so we want to teach our consciousness, our minds, to always perceive in a positive way, in a possible way. What are the possibilities? My child is going to help the world. How beautiful you are. How healthy you are. These things are a way of teaching ourselves to look at the world from a perspective of ourselves as part of the solution.
And also, you know, we are laying down the biochemical foundation by the emotional relationship we have with our children. And so that in the future is going to influence how they see the world, how they interact with people, as you were saying. And also that their sense of self is anchored in this, because we're teaching them how to relate to yourself, so that they don't have to be, oh, it's a choice between working and being with my child, or it's you know, the cost of my relationship with my husband or my other children or my family, but that this child can be included and also have the space to be themselves.
I think part of the family solution, let us say education of the family, starts right there. What if we could actually give a course to parents about how to think, how to emotionally extend to their children? I know that in some more advanced, let's say, primary schools, they're beginning to talk to the children about their emotions. Oh, you're feeling angry. I think it's more important to say positive things to the children, so that they don't feel that they are allowed to express their emotions, their negative emotions. That's fine, but we're not balancing that with their positive emotions. What is your imagination for today? What would you like to see today? You know, how would you like the world to be today? You know, so the child begins to see that. I think it's important to teach a child, as we have always done at Nijoni, how to send energy to their parents, so that not only is their world beautiful, but their parents' world is beautiful. If children learn emotions, they can say, what's the emotion I want to send to my mother today?
Exactly, that they get to then not be the only one always receiving.
That's right.
That they get to be powerful in terms of contributing and making a difference.
That's very important.
That they don't have to wait until they're 20. I remember as a 5-year-old thinking to myself, I have to wait until I'm 18 before I can talk to them and tell them who I am and the things that I know, because as a 5-year-old I didn't have the words to describe what I knew.
I'm sure you had the words.
Well,
I think you didn't have the ears of someone listening.
Well, I think I had the words, but I didn't feel like I had the intellectual complexity to describe the depth of things that I felt, and I knew that could change situations within our family, that could have made things a lot more balanced and harmonious.
We always want to imprint on parents the recognition that your child feels all of your feelings. The child knows if you're feeling despondent or whether you're feeling hopeful, whether you're truly happy, whether you're putting on a facade, you know. And so if you can recognize that your child knows that, you could actually speak to your child in more profound levels and be surprised at the information a child gives back. Children want to comfort. They want to heal. They want you to smile from the depth of your heart. And they will do things. They will actually, just like animals do, they will make funny for you to see you laugh, because they need for you to be happy. They need for your heart to be lifted.
Because they need you to be happy, because that's a vibration that is whole. That's wholeness. It's not broken, it's not cracked, it's not lacking. And so there's a natural movement towards that. And that's why when we see babies we do feel like smiling.
That's right.
And
or cooing or talking baby talk to them.
And it releases us from this kind
That's
of
right.
stranglehold that we force ourselves into sometimes by saying I have to be this person.
Yes.
And squeeze. And when we see a baby or a puppy or something, we're suddenly like, oh, moving around and giggling and everything. And I think there's a looseness, there's a fluidity.
Well,
that
there's
children
a truth
teach
of life.
us.
There's a truth of life in that.
Yeah.
That children do teach us.
Yeah.
And so who the teacher, who the student. And as soon as we can free ourselves from that, then we can actually use our brilliance, because it's not about how quickly we can prepare our children to be the top of the class in school.
Yeah.
Learn to speak the quickest. Learn to read the quickest. But what I realize, if you can imagine that our children are going into a global world where they will hear many languages. Some languages are read from bottom to top, or right to left, or diagonally, or vertically in some way. And that changes the way the brain works. So we don't want to push the child into left to right too soon. Again, if we think about the brain, and I don't completely comply with this, but the left brain is the intellectual and the right brain is the creativity, more or less. And if we're going from left to right, we need to be able to go right to left. We need to be able to take creativity and bring it into the place where we store information so that we can come up with new ideas. At Nijoni, we always said, I'll give you some information.
Right.
And now you feed back to me something new.
Yeah.
That creates brilliance.
Yeah, what's inside of you.
How do you see it?
Yeah. Because when you come inside and you connect to your feelings and your knowings, it isn't just a concept.
Yes.
There's a roundness, there's a wholeness, there's a depth. And also I was going to say that more and more, children aren't necessarily reading books.
Yes.
They're going on the internet.
That's
and
right.
The world is, YouTube, Google video.
That's right.
The world is becoming more visual, and what I find interesting, because I always think that, the world is just symbolically representing what's inside of us.
Yes.
So I think it's fascinating that we're looking at computer screens, which are light, they're lit.
That's right.
And so I think that somehow deep inside of us, we're wanting to move towards light technology, information through light.
Yes.
And so something that we do at Nijoni is work with light, we work with color, we talk about vibration.
Yes.
And so when you say to your child, what color do you want today? Or, imagine drawing in the white light and filling your body up with that light. We are already introducing them that they have the light within them. And talking about light, my light over there has spoken.
Yes. And so imagine showing your child the stars or the sun and really relating to light in that way, as if not only does light bring life, but it brings consciousness. And so it expands the screen. It expands the way the brain can be stimulated so that we could relate to the stars and relate to the sun. We can not only take in their vibration, but we can speak their language by radiating light back.
Exactly.
And that changes the cellular level of who we are. We know physiologically that cells are born through light, through ultraviolet light in a liquid medium. That's how the RNA messages to the DNA to make a perfect cell. So if we took that information onto this more expanded arena of education, we can see how important it is to work with color, to work with light, to facilitate that computer screen as an informational data that stimulates us to go
in them. And